he's a bust. He's a fantasy bust. He is a tight end free agent signing bust right now. He needs to get it together. Fleener really needs to get it together. It's like he's lost out there. He's not focused. It's really, really, it's really a bad situation right now in these first 2 weeks, man. Saints really, really need to get it together and get themselves a win and get that confidence rolling. In order to do that, they're going to have to stop the run. They're going to have to run the football. That is key, and they're going to have to do that. If they don't do that, it's going to be an extremely long, long season. Big game, Monday Night Football, Saints at home against the Falcons, the hated Falcons, the Dirty Birds. Saints need to come out and break those Dirty Bird wings, get them a win. Do the things they haven't done. Do these things they haven't done, man, and put it together. Put a game together, guys. Put it together. You're going to have to force Atlanta. Atlanta has looked good last week. Their defense will give up some big plays. I think Drew Brees and the Saints are going to have a good opportunity to make some plays down the field. I think the passing game will be back. They're going to have to run the football. That's the key. They do that, I think we see a Saints victory at home on Monday Night Football. I think it's key for the Saints to get this win. If they don't get this win, it's going to be a long season. This is a rivalry game. The Saints need it on Monday night. They're going to have a fired-up crowd, energetic crowd, as always. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to break down that game tomorrow as well as the other NFL games for you. Give you some picks, give you some thoughts on what I think is going to happen. But this is the game for the Saints to turn this season around. It's going to be exciting in the Dome. Dome's going to be fired up. They always are for Atlanta. It's going to be nice. And Saints, just hopefully they can put together a big win and get this thing going. Now, guys, tune in this weekend, Sunday, 9 to 11 on the Jameson Daigle Show. We will be doing an NFL preview. We're going to preview every single game. We're going to break it down, give you all your information you need. I will give a recap of my Fantasy Friday on Sunday morning. Just listen in. You get all the information that you need, make your lineups. And then I'm going to touch on all the games. Again, give you my picks, further breakdowns. It's going to be good stuff on Sunday morning. Definitely tune in. Just wrapping up real quick, Pittsburgh 24, Cincinnati 16. Ben Roethlisberger was great. D'Angelo Williams was awesome. Great fantasy pickups. D'Angelo rushed for over 100 yards again. Pittsburgh beat Cincinnati 24-16. Pittsburgh's looked good in the first two games. Dallas was able to upset Washington. I consider it upset. They were an underdog here. 27-23. Ezekiel Elliott did some good things. Did fumble twice, which was not good. He's going to have to shore that up being a rookie because he will be sitting the bench. If you keep doing that, you can't be on the field. Dak Prescott, he looks like a young Warren Moon. I was telling people before is that I'm impressed with his poise, his demeanor, his ability to throw the ball down the field. Unfortunately, Jerry Jones comes out and his little boy, his precious Tony Romo, says whenever Romo comes back, he's the guy. Again, you're not assessing the situation correctly, but Jerry Jones never does, and that's why Dallas is where they are. Dak Prescott is a good quarterback. He doesn't turn the ball over, hasn't done it yet in 2 games. So we're going to see in week 3 what Dallas can put together, see if they can get him another win. But they've been bad at home at AT&T Stadium, so we will see if they can get him a win against the hapless Bears. Arizona 40, Tampa Bay 7. Carson Palmer was phenomenal, throwing for over 350 yards. Their receivers could catch all day on this Tampa Bay weak secondary. It was one of these games where Arizona was doing what they want. Jameis Winston, after throwing 4 touchdowns last week, throws 4 picks this week. 4 picks last week. Against this very talented Arizona defense. Arizona was able to do whatever they wanted to do in this game, and were able to go 40-7. It was a very entertaining game. if you're watching it on TV, if you're a Tampa Bay fan, not so much. That's kind of like how this rolled on Sunday. And let me get a little highlight for you. This kind of exemplifies what I've been talking about with Arizona doing their thing. They rolled up 24 second quarter points to go into half 24-0, and it didn't look back. Carson Palmer, as I said, was doing his thing. Their defense was doing theirs and picked off Jameis Winston a bunch of times. So, unfortunately for those Tampa Bay fans, it looks like another long season on the defensive side of the ball. That's going to be a problem for them all year. They're going to have to win games offensively, and definitely not on the defensive side of the ball. So, going through here, broke down the Rams over Seattle, big win there, 9-3. Denver 34-20. Defense comes through, gets a couple of late scores to ensure that win. Atlanta 35, Oakland 28. Matt Ryan with a huge day, 396 yards, was one of my guys to be a fantasy stud of the week. Atlanta with a much-needed win after losing in Week 1. Got to 1-1, and, of course, they come into the Dome this week for the Saints, and going to always be an exciting game. But Atlanta won a badly needed game against the Oakland Raiders, and Atlanta moves on to this week. Moving along, San Diego, again, as I said, looks really, really good. They destroyed Jacksonville 38-14. Jacksonville got a late score. This was a 38-7 game. Phillip Rivers has looked phenomenal. He's definitely a steal in fantasy football. Definitely a steal. He's looked like he was the last 3 to 4 years. He just to say he had a monster day was really an understatement. They ran it, they threw it. Again, Travis Benjamin had a great game. Phillip Rivers threw for 220 yards, 4 touchdowns. It wasn't the yardage much more than the touchdowns, but he looked like the old Phillip Rivers, and they really should be 2-0. This is a good football team, a really good football team. And look out for them. And they're going to upset Indianapolis this week. That's my dog of the week, as I had mentioned earlier. Sunday Night Football was Minnesota's opening game in the new Bank of America Stadium. Big note there, Adrian Peterson goes down with a meniscus injury. Not sure when his return is going to be. And here's a little highlight video here from Minnesota as Coach Zimmer is speaking to the team.
Even though it's not pretty all the time, no one can outfight us, right? You got the heart of a champion, okay? You got another big one next week, fellas. We're gonna keep the pedal to the metal, right? All right, AP, let's go. Hey!
That's good stuff there. Mike Zimmer and his emotional team after what happened to Teddy Bridgewater, they get the job done 17-14 over the Green Bay Packers. And last night, Philadelphia, Chicago. Chicago, like I said, the hapless Bears, they look awful. Just a bad football team. I thought they were going to win at home. I thought John Fox was going to get it together. He did not. And Philadelphia came in there and took down the Chicago Bears 29-14 as the rookie Carson Wentz looked good for the second straight time. I think it's definitely for Carson Wentz, it's definitely a very good to step into some, your baby shoes and get yourself going is as a rookie there to start against the Cleveland defense and the Cleveland defense and, of course, this Bears defense. Here's some highlights from this Philadelphia Bears game.
States Police Department.
Let's see here. Big thing there, unfortunately, was them demonstrating them not standing up for the national anthem. Classless. And the Bears fans let them know it, which I was glad to see. But here's a breakdown of what happened to the Eagles game. Some highlights for you.
As he gets blown up. Their first possession of the game at the Chicago 27. Wentz on target. Green Beckham hold the punter, Johnny Jones. And Philadelphia. On 2nd and 18, Eddie Royal with some running room. Eddie Royal across the 40. To the formation, tight to the line after a 31-yard gain. Cutler sings one. It is Alshon Jeffrey into Eagle territory.
Exploit these matchups on the outside. Alshon Jeffrey against Carroll. They love that matchup.
31-yard try for Connor Clark to tie the game. Field and caught by Jordan Matthews. Wentz over the middle in a triple coverage, and it's caught by Nelson Aguilar for the lead, and it is good. Another play fake. Cutler lost the football, and the Eagles have it. Watching the Eagles and the Bigs. 1st and 10, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz on target. First down, Jordan Matthews throws the motion man. Ryan Matthews driven back, stayed on his feet, and scores a touchdown for the Eagles.
And there you have it, guys. Ryan Matthews punches it in. Great fantasy pickup. Guys, look, that was my fastest 10 minutes of NFL breakdown. We're going to be doing that every week, giving you some nice little highlights from the week that was. Again, tomorrow, tune in. We're going to be breaking down this week's games. We're going to in both the SEC college football as well as the NFL. Thanks for listening, guys. It's been a great show. Hopefully, this Auburn LSU game is going to be everything we've wanted and more. It's going to be exciting. I will break that down tomorrow. Let you guys know what's going to happen in that Auburn game, and give you some statistics, give you some things to go on, and some keys to watch, some things that we're going to see. So, again, thanks for listening, guys. You have listened to the Jameson Daigle Show, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow as we talk about the NFL and college football.